Hi, people, welcome all of you for this 2 day live boot camp, which is for artificial intelligence, that is AI powered data analytics and a report. Okay. These 2 days, first day, we'll be learning about from AI to career direction. So, what is that? We have two sessions. That is, first session, you'll be learning about AI tools for data analytics. Then, the second session, we'll study about, say, if you're a student or who is looking for a job or from job seekers or freshers, how actually you can get your skills into job ready. Okay, this is your today's session. That is from 12 to 2, we'll be learning about the AI skills for data analytics. Then after that, we'll learn about how actually we can start, preparing for the job. Okay. Then tomorrow's session, you'll be learning about from real projects to real job readiness. That means tomorrow we'll go a little more technical. We'll learn about Excel, Power BI, SQL, or more other tools which are actually helping us for preparing for projects. Then after that, we'll learn about the resume, portfolio, and job strategy, right from the LinkedIn and those things we'll start working on it. So more practicals I'll be giving. So if anybody wants to start preparing with this bootcamp itself. Otherwise, we help you with more detailed way. People who have registered for this 1 month course. Okay. Right. So this is about the complete 2 day schedules. So you'll be learning from basic fundamentals to advanced level. That is complete overview. I'll not tell that in these 2 days you can become master. I can only give you the overview. Okay, so that is the boot camp schedules. Right. So first what we'll do is we'll understand about the AI tools for data analytics. Most of the time, say, for last 2 years, we're actually teaching this artificial intelligence for data analytics, data science, or data engineer, or whatever. Before that, it was like completely traditional. What is the meaning of traditional way? What is the meaning of AI powered is? Traditional way means we just straight away start working on the projects and then learn about the data or work on any kind of skill, say Excel, Power BI, SQL, or everything. We used to study manually. And then we used to come to a conclusion that yes, this is the data we have. This is how we have to clean the data. And these are the columns. So everything were done manually. Suppose if you want to get the data, let's say I have 100 files and all the 100 files has to be appended one below the other, then we used to write a program, right, in which we used to write program in Python or we used to write program in VBA. But now complete scenario is changed. Why? Because we have AI tools. So AI powered data analytics is nothing but we are working on the same traditional way what we used to do. Now we are just converting that into AI. That is, we are using AI tools to work on the same kind of projects. Just because AI has come, all the scenarios will not change. It's just that we are trying to work more faster. To give you more example, in olden days, people used to walk from one place to another. Then bicycle came. We started using bicycle because it was more easier and faster to reach. Then after that motorcycle came, it became much more faster. Then cars, then again trains, again flight. Understood? So now people who are actually walking to one place to another place, still they used to reach the place, correct? But what was happening? It was taking a lot of time, energy was wasted, efforts were more, correct? Then now say for example, now from one place to another place, let's say from Bangalore to Chennai, if you want to go by walk, how many days it will take? But same thing if you go by flight, you can go in 1 hour or 1.5 hours, right? That means we are saving time and we're also the energy is not wasted so much. But there is something called as commercials. Understood? The commercial means we are paying high payment actually. So we are paying a high amount for going from Bangalore to Chennai, correct? The flight charges are more. If you go by walk or by car or something, it might be a little lesser, right? Similarly, if I'm working traditionally, the cost might be less. If you want to go much more faster, accurate, then I have to use artificial intelligence. The cost will be more higher. Understood the advantage and disadvantage? Is just a brief example what I've given, but now the situation is almost many companies are implementing artificial intelligence. So we too have to get updated to the new technology, the new scenarios what the companies are using. So that is why we have this AI tools for data analytics, which we also call it as AI powered data analytics and reporting. Nowadays, we can see there are many people, many institutes, they add this AI powered data analytics and reporting. They'll say AI powered. Even we are doing that. Say data science, AI powered data science. To take anything now, they'll add this AI powered. What is that? That means we are actually using AI for completing this particular task to work on this project. That's all, nothing else. Understood now? People don't get confused. This concept is very easy. The reason why we actually keep conducting these kind of sessions free or say, for people who actually have joined now before itself is many of the institutes, I don't want to name any of them, many of them, I'm not telling that everyone, many of the institutes just to make their marketing more, say, more people have to come and join or something. What they do is they'll be keep on adding so many other courses. They'll say, you don't do this course, you have to do this course. People are getting confused. If you go and check data analytics syllabus, one institute will have one syllabus, the other institute will have another syllabus. Now you might question, then you're also doing same thing. When you're also having an institute, you could have done same thing, right? See, I have more than 20 plus years of experience and I know what actually the industry is looking for with the data analytics. I'm not telling don't learn any technologies. I'm telling you that if you want to become a data analyst, what is the right thing you have to learn? Don't learn everything and then go and sit in the interview. And if you don't pass the interview, then there is no use of doing any course, right? So my intention is if you want to become something, if you want to become a doctor, then learn what is relevant to become the doctor. If you want to become something like, if you want to become a pilot, and if you learn doctor and if you go and do the pilot, if you go become a pilot, can you drive the flights? No, correct? So if you want to become a data analyst, please make sure that you learn data analytics tools. That I'll be telling you from scratch. For these 2 days, I'll clear all the doubts. Okay. Right, people. So let's go to the session and we'll see what all things we'll be learning in our first session. This is our first session. So what is the first session? It is nothing but AI tools for data analytics. So first today, we'll learn about the different AI tools which we can use in data analytics. The major ones, there are so many, every tools we cannot learn. Generally, I'll tell you few tools and I'll also be naming you some of the other tools which you can use it by yourself. Okay, all right. So first we'll learn about AI and the modern data analytics career. What is that? Nowadays, you would have seen that previously the job description was like this: Excel, SQL, Power BI, something like that. Then for that, how actually you can analyze the data, something like that was there. But now things are changed. They'll mention, how to read the data by using artificial intelligence, AI engineering, AI powered data analyst. So, things are changing depending on the technology improve. The next we'll learn about how companies use AI, then AI tools for data analytics. Then we'll also learn about the prompt engineering. Then we'll talk about using AI for data cleaning. Then for data insights, how we can use AI. Then we'll see how to identify KPIs. You might be thinking, what is this? All these are new words for me. Don't worry. I'll explain everything in detail. I'm just telling you what are topics we are covering. AI for reporting. Then we'll learn about some exercises also. I'll show you some exercise also. Then how to validate the most important lesson, say how to validate AI. Then finally, we'll just recap everything before we close the session. Okay, right. So people, first of all, let's understand by the end of this session what actually will be done. So that the first session, before we complete this, we'll be learning about, say, understand the AI role in data analytics and reporting. Then we'll say identify suitable, the tools for working on this data analytics. Then we'll see writing effective prompts. We learn about prompt engineering here. Then how to clean the data, how the AI will actually help me in cleaning the data. Then we'll see how to generate these KPIs and insights. If you don't know about KPIs and insights, we'll go from scratch and I'll tell you how important it is to learn the KPIs and insights for a data analyst. Okay, right. So we'll also see how to validate the output given by AI. People, I'll tell you, AI is not 100% perfect. It will give me the output, but we are the one who have to think it is right or wrong. That means how much ever artificial intelligence have come, human intelligence should be there because that AI is nothing but it is artificial, not original. Understood? Okay, that's why it is kept as artificial intelligence. It is not original intelligence. Who is original? Human intelligence is the original intelligence. Understood? Okay, so work like an AI powered data analyst. By the end of this session, you'll become like learn all the AI tools. Then you'll start thinking about how we can start working as a data analyst using AI tools. That means today you'll be prepared for working like the AI powered data analyst. So tomorrow's session, we'll be learning about all the technical skills, Excel, Power BI, and SQL, and I'll tell you how to start building the projects. So by the end of this session, you'll be learning all these points. Okay, right. First module, AI and the modern data analytics career. Okay, and people online and offline, don't worry. The middle of all the chapters, I'll be asking you some questions as well, so that you also should feel that you are. I also should feel, and you also should feel that we are all attentive. It shouldn't be like I'm just coming here and doing some harikatha and going. It should not be like that. People should understand something, right? Because 8 hours should be very useful for us, right? Okay, so first, AI and the modern data analytics period. Let's see. People, as I told you, first we'll understand about what this AI is all about. Everywhere you go, AI. But when this artificial intelligence came, when this Gemini came, um, I've seen many people, why they use. They'll start making photos. Then they started making videos. Correct? They'll take one photo, they'll add there, they'll say, make me like a hero, make me like a heroine. I want to be in US locations and all, you'll get some photos. People maximum they use for this one, what I have seen. And next comes the programmers. They'll start writing saying that I want to write one program like this, XYZ, they will get some program, they'll start executing. Right? So most of the people started using this artificial intelligence for making these photos or videos or something. But what this artificial intelligence is all about, first let's understand about the definition of AI. So artificial intelligence means the technologies that enable computers to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. It is nothing but the advanced technologies which can think similar to human intelligence, give me the output very fast and a bit of accuracy as well. I cannot tell them it's 100% accurate. We are using some technologies which helps the human, or say some people who actually work, say there is some very complex task. If you think you want to make it more easy, then I can use this AI. See, understanding language, recognizing patterns, generating content, reasoning over information, assisting with decisions, all this we used to do manually previously. It was taking a lot of time, but now it is more easier because all this task is done by AI itself. Right. Next. Next is generative AI. When AI came, everyone thought, okay, everything is done by AI itself, so we don't have anyone. Then came Gen AI. What is Gen AI? Generative AI. What is generative AI? You just see generate, right? Generating something. Now, what this generative AI means? A category of AI that can create new content based on instructions. Content. You just see, before COVID also, there were people who used to make all these Instagrams, YouTube videos and all. You know how they used to do? They used to sit 2, 3 days, they used to make some content, and then they used to make some videos. Or some people who wants to write some blogs, they used to sit, they used to write all the content and again rework on that, spell check, and everything was happening. But after COVID, once this AI and all came, you know what happened? And now also, you see, if you want to become a content writer, it's not difficult. Take ChatGPT, give one topic, it will give me all the content immediately. Correct? That means we are generating the contents. We are generating the contents using AI. That is called as generative AI. So what all contents we can create? See, I can create text. You give ChatGPT, it will give some text. Correct? Next, summaries. Suppose I don't want complete detailed information. I want like a bullet points. It will give me. Formulas. I'm writing on formulas. You know, previously when we used to write the formulas and teach all the formulas, today I teach, tomorrow that students who are coming, sir, I forgot that formula. I don't know which formula to use, whether I should use VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP or what. Now, nothing like that. You go to ChatGPT, give one statement, it will give me the formula. Suppose I want to write the code. You just say, I want to write one program to create one entire dashboard. It will give me the entire code. I want to generate queries. I want to generate reports. I want some ideas. I'm starting one YouTube channel. I'm starting one Instagram channel. This is what the niche is. Give me the ideas. Documentation. I finished one project. I want to make some documentation. You know, we used to sit almost a week or 15 days to create the documentation. But now, within half an hour, we can create the documentation. Within half an hour. Explanations. I have one topic. I want to explain to my students in more examples. It will give me that particular explanations as well. Now you understood what is generative AI. Generative AI means generating some outputs. The beginning, it was only text. When ChatGPT and all came, it was only text. Now, generative AI means it can give the output as text, videos, images, even the files, the PDFs. Okay, there are so many various different outputs it can actually give, even the audio also. You can prepare songs, you know that? There is one AI website called as Suno. Just try that. I have made almost 400 songs by using this Suno. You go to my YouTube channel and see, I made so many video songs. I made some movies also. You go and see my YouTube. I made some trailers. I'm not a director. I'm not a music director. But still, we can do those kind of songs. Anyone can do now. So that is generative AI. Understood all of you now? Okay. Next comes what is AI powered data analytics. I told in the beginning only. We have data analytics where we analyze the data. Okay. Let me tell you, when I started my career, we used to do this data analytics. Okay. How? We used to get some data. Now the data comes in the format of text file, or it can come in CSV file, or it can come in Excel file. Now, what are all this that we learn in the next session when we come to the skills? So when we get this, you know what we used to do? We used to take 1 or 2 days just to study the data. And you know what happens when I study the data? I'll show you this slide only. I'll show you some example also. When I was studying the data, we used to study the columns, then the data types of the columns, whether it is correct or not. Are there any missing values? Are there any missing columns to create the reports for what reports I'm creating? So we used to make all this list, and then we used to plan which tool we have to use, how to actually start developing the project for dashboard, what all reports we have to create. how many pages you have to create. So all these we used to do. But now, just by one tool, say ChatGPT, or just by one tool, Claude, within 2 minutes, let's say 5 minutes, everything we get the details. We can start building the projects. Let me show you practically. Let me minimize this just to show you practically. Okay. Now let's say I'll go to this. I have some practical files also. Okay. Let's say I'll take some data here. Take some data. Okay. There is a data here. Okay. Don't worry about this data. So tomorrow we'll work on complete technical things. See, if you see this, if you see this data, it's a huge data actually. Can you see that? It's a huge data, right? Now, if you want to study this data one by one, it will take some time. Now, I want the columns, the data type of the particular column, and I want to know how many reports I can create, what all reports I can create, which columns I have to use for creating the reports, what kind of charts I have to use for creating this reports, what all KPIs I can create. You just imagine to plan this itself, it was taking for us 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days, I'm telling you. But now you just see, this is what I was telling. Analytics means we will study each and every column. How many states are there? How many products are there? All this. Now let me just close this or do one thing. I'll just take this data alone. Okay. If there are more other columns. So what I'll do, I'll just say save. We'll save it in the same folder. And I'll say raw data. Okay. I just saved it as raw data. Let me close this. Let's close this Excel file as well. Okay. Let me go to our chat GPT. This is the chat GPT. Okay. And then I will just take this raw data. I'll drag and drop. Okay. What am I doing? The same thing what I used to do manually. Now I'll do it by using prompt. I'll just give one prompt to the chat GPT. Let's say act as a senior data analyst. Okay. I'll give point by point. Read the data, list the columns and the data types. Okay. List the columns and the data types. Okay. List the reports to be created. List the charts for this reports. List the columns to create these charts. Enough as of now. Okay. Let's say I'll run this. See, I just mentioned few topics for a few points only. Okay, few points only. I would just say it is studying the data. Now, to do all these things, we should take a lot of time. But now it will take 6 hours. Task is done. How much time? Not even 1 minute, right? It is saying 1,002 records, 16 columns. Unique orders are 1,000 something. See, it is listing all the columns. It is giving me the data type as well. And if you just go here, see reports to be created is giving me all the KPIs. And then the reports, what we can create. See, don't worry what has been given. That we'll study tomorrow. See, recommended dashboard structure. It is giving me the structure also. It is giving me the formula also. Can you see that? So if you have this blueprint, we can start creating the reports. People, there are some prompts which I have already mentioned, but I'll be giving it to you people. You can create the entire dashboard itself. The thing is like you will not have the control, it will just create something. Again, you have to do it manually. So that also I'll show you tomorrow. The entire dashboard can be created. So you think AI, how much of how much we can utilize it. Okay. All right. So let me minimize this. Just wanted to show you this slide. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the slide. Okay. So this is called as AI powered data analytics. Just a brief thing to make people understand. Now, the steps are like this: data preparation, analysis, insight generation, reporting, and communication. So using AI alongside traditional analytics tools to make this entire chain faster and more efficient. I told you both the ways. How we used to do traditional and how we used AI and we got all the details within fraction of minutes. Understood? This is called as AI powered data analytics. So people now see working on all this is not like a rocket science where you have to become a scientist or something. It is just that common see data analytics is all about common sense. That's all. That means how easily I can explain the data to the people who are actually studying it. Say, for example, now I am analyst. I want to make someone understand easy. It is something like you're a director. You have a novel. Okay. So I'll always take one example of this Harry Potter. Harry Potter, the novels you have seen, it's 8 volume, right? So if you want to eight, I don't know, I think it's eight, right? I don't know. Okay. Seven, huh? 7 or 8 volumes? Seven. Okay. Let's say 7 volumes are there. You think if you want to read all the volumes, how many days it will take? Let's take this Harry Potter, novels as like a raw data. So if you want to read it, to understand that it will take, at least months together, right? But if you watch the same movie, the entire novels, whatever is there, it is easy to understand, in just 1 hour, 1.5 hours, correct? That means if you have a raw data and there is a director who actually take that novel and convert that into various different visualizations and all, and make people understand easily the story, we are analyst, like a director. We take the raw data and we make the entire data, okay, understand very easily by using all these charts, graphs, images or something. So you understood now comparison of these two things. Okay. So you are like a director who take the raw data, convert that into reports and make people understand very easy. To do this, what we do is we use this technology called as artificial intelligence. Simple. So that is AI powered data analytics. Okay. Right. AI does not replace the fundamentals. Most of the people, when they come for the counseling or when they come for, inquiry of the courses, they say, the artificial intelligence have come. Now, everything artificial intelligence only can do, then there is no job for us. They're not getting job. What to do? Let's take one simple example. In 1980s, okay, or say 1990s, computers started coming in every office. Correct? Imagine, say your father, mother, or your grandfather and all, they were actually working at that time, right? And suddenly the computers came. Imagine they would have got scared that computers came. That time no computer engineer were there, right? Very less people were there. In 80s, 90s and all, people used to go for what PUC, correct? PUC was the highest thing. Then after that, say BCom or something was very common that time. Imagine if that time they thought computers came, our job will go. But today, everyone would have been jobless, correct? After computer came, just tell me, the jobs got increased, yes or no? Jobs became much faster. Even today, we use laptops or desktops or something, but still we work, right? AI is another technology, that's all. Don't get scared that everything AI only will do so that we lose the job. No, it's not like that. Job will be there. It is just a supporting technology which will make the work more faster. Then they are saying that there is no job at all. They're not getting job at all. So I'll tell you why. You should be upgraded. You should update yourself to the modern technology. How many of you use this keypad mobile now? Very less. I'll say 0.01%. I'll not say it is zero, 0.01%. Everyone use this Android mobile or Apple mobiles, right? Why? Because the technology is improving like that. You come to my native, even the people who work in field also they'll have this Android mobile. They'll have Facebook. They'll have their own Instagram. They'll have their own YouTube. Are they educated? Are they engineers? But still they know how to use it, right? They are also getting upgraded. So people, you should also get upgraded. Understood? So don't fear that artificial intelligence have come. It will actually, remove all the jobs. Maybe there are some traditional way of working will come down. The jobs including this AI will go up. That is there always. So if you just think about 1980s and 1990s, people used to write in books and all. They started using the system to store the data. That's all, right? Simple. Now people used to do all this traditionally, all the analysis. Now they'll use this AI. That's all. Okay. Right. So common misconception: AI can do data analytics on its own. The analyst is no longer needed. This is wrong. We, the analyst, is always the people. Let me tell you, analyst will be there forever because we are the ones who actually study the data and explain the clients what you have to do, where you're going wrong. Okay. Right. The reality: AI does not replace the fundamentals of analytics. A good analyst still needs understanding of the business, the data, and how to think analytically. AI is one more tool in that skill set. AI will not have emotions. Keep this in mind. It will just read the patterns and then will give the output. It is right, wrong, it will not think. It will just give the output. We are the ones who have to think emotionally. We are the ones who have to think, mentally, and then we have to give the, results, right? Okay, fine. So we understood few things about the AI and why AI we have to use. Okay, now let's ask people online just to see whether they are awake or not. Okay. So people online, how was this session? The first module, I'll give you 30 seconds. Just quickly have to mention how was this so that we can go for next module quickly. There are so many things to learn actually. Quick, I don't want any stories to be written there. Just give me one word answer. Quick, right? You people understand? Yeah. Clear? Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now stop messaging. So I don't want anyone to go type stories. I'm not asking how I'm teaching and things like that. I'm just asking about the content. Okay. So I never asked about how was I, give some big paragraph about me. No, I don't want anything about me. Just the content, how you like, just message that. Okay. Right, people. So now all of you stop messaging. Let's go to next module. What does it says? It says how companies use AI. Okay, now we'll go one step ahead and we'll see how companies will use AI. Okay, right. Traditional workflow, AI assisted work. I have worked in both the ways, traditional as well as AI. Nowadays, who are coming, they're least bothered about traditional way. They just want to directly go to AI. That is also there because the companies are working like that now. Okay, let's see. Traditional workflow. Say First, it was business requirement. Then we used to collect the data, then data cleaning, analysis, dashboard, insights, and we used to sit with the client and give the business decision. This was happening previously. So for this, it was taking a lot of time. How? Let's say business requirement. We used to sit with the client. We used to ask, what is your requirement? What is going wrong? What we have to do? What kind of help, support we can do? Then based on that, we used to collect the data. After collecting the data, then we used to check the data if there are anything to be cleaned. When I say clean, it's not that they'll have all the wrong data. So we have to arrange it according to our requirement so that we can create the dashboard. Then we used to do the analysis, then create the dashboard, and then insights. Insight means what all instructions we can give for the client. Then after that, business decision. That means we'll say that, see, this is where you're going wrong, you have to do this. This is where you're right, so improve this. Right? Next, now AI assisted workflow. How it is? Business requirement is always there. We have to take it. AI will not come and tell that, this is the requirement. No. The client will give us all the requirement. But can you see this? This part, data collection, AI assistance. Here also we collect the data. It's not that we will not collect the data. But did you observe that? When I took this ChatGPT and I gave some instructions there, it gave all the details. So here we collect the data and we'll actually ask AI, are there anything data missing, column missing, you have to correct something, anything, whatever we want to get prepared, we'll do it here only. Yes. If it says yes, data cleaning is needed, then we'll go here, we'll clean the data, we'll arrange the data, everything. Then again, we'll take the AI assistance for analyzing the data, creating the reports and everything. And then we'll decide about which technology we have to use. And then we try to again create reports for using this. We will check using AI. And finally, we get all the insights and everything from AI itself. And then we'll sit with the client and we'll explain. Understood? So wherever necessary, we use this AI. Okay, so this is how the companies are actually working because the work will become much more faster. Okay, the flow, what I'm actually telling is only for data analytics. Don't compare this with the programming, coding, software development or something. Okay, right. Let's take an example. We'll take an example. A retail company asks why sales are down. Just now we saw one data, right? It's a sales data. Now let's say the business problem. Our sales have decreased during the last 3 months. You know what happens? Suddenly, if there is decrease in the sales, everyone will get afraid, right? Because if the business is coming down, then they'll think that there is something wrong. Maybe because of the competition, maybe because of some offers you are giving less offers, or maybe in the season of this festival season, will not get more inquiries, will not get more registrations. You know why? Because people are traveling. At that time, you actually see, you just think about Diwali sales, okay? You see, all these electronic items and all will be like very less. Have you seen that? You know why? Because that time people will be actually traveling, they'll be very much into this celebrations and all. They'll not go for shopping and all, right? They'll go for shopping for something else like clothes or something. But this electronic items and all, people they should not think about it. You see, many of us actually wait for these offers. So what they do, they'll say Diwali offer. Suddenly they'll give this Diwali offer and everyone will go and start taking. You know why? Because that time they want all the sales, everything to be cleared. Especially these business people, right? The electronic items and all. They want to keep all the new stock after this Diwali. So they want to clear everything. So what we will do, we'll think that okay, we are getting some less price and we'll go and take, right? That time sales will go high. So the strategy is like that. The business strategies are like that. Okay. So a traditional analyst manually explores the data, and AI-powered analyst asks AI for help. Just now we saw this, right? The traditional way, it will take the data, and we will actually try to understand all the data types and everything. But AI-powered analyst, what he will do? We'll ask ChatGPT or AI tools to do it completely using AI, right? Now, here you can see all the steps. Okay, what all we'll be doing. So I'll not go and read each and everything. So here, when you have a business problem, okay, usually the business problem has to be solved. You should get the reason. You should get the insights. Okay. Now, the analyst remains accountable. He is the one who actually have to take the complete responsibility to tell where you are going wrong. Okay. So what AI does? AI can speed up exploration by suggesting dimensions and everything. It can only suggest. Now here, what the analyst must still do? The analyst remain responsible for validating every result before it reaches the business decision. Before it reaches the client, the analyst has to go through each and every reports manually once. AI tool can only speed up your process. It will speed up your process. Okay. Sometimes hurry will worry you. Correct. Just because to finish the task, we finish everything and we'll say we'll go and give to the client. And if there is something wrong, wrong. Go and read some articles. Many of the companies in US have been closed because of this AI. Okay, you know what happens? AI automation will send some results. I don't know whether it is right or wrong. What if there is something wrong? Especially these banks. I forgot one company in US got fired. Actually, the complete company got closed because of AI. Because they didn't check anything. You check in Google. I forgot that company's name. You check in Google. You have that news actually. The bank, what it has done? The automation, it has sent the details, say one client to another client. And these details are very confidential, right? So they fired. Okay, so you should be very careful about it. Okay. Yes, we have to cross check. That is what the analyst have to do. That's what it's saying. See, the analyst remains responsible for validating every result before it reaches the business decision. When I say business decision, it is nothing but all the clients will be there. We have to go and explain. Just because the AI has generated my dashboard, if I just go and dump it, finish. You're gone. If it is something wrong, if it is right, it's okay. If it is wrong, you're gone. Okay. Right. AI tools for data analytics. What all AI tools are there? Okay. I'm talking only about AI tools now. Okay. Now let's go here. See, we have ChatGPT, we have Claude, we have Copilot, and this Gemini we use not much actually. I'll tell you why later. Okay. So now let's go briefly about it because now explaining about ChatGPT or Claude or anything, it's waste of time. I'll tell you why. Because each and every one have already explored as much as possible. You ask anyone, even if I ask any, say, some fifth standard student also will say ChatGPT. About ChatGPT will teach. That's why I have stopped telling about ChatGPT, but some technical things I'll tell about ChatGPT. Okay. So ChatGPT, it is from a company called as OpenAI. Okay. So what all we can do? We can do a lot many things. So I'll not tell that it can do this, this, and this. It can do almost everything now. Now they've also given how to generate images as well. Not sure about the audio and video. Still, I think it's not possible with ChatGPT directly. So we cannot create the audio and video, but images, yes, it can generate. Right. So here we use this ChatGPT for doing some analysis. I just showed you like how actually we can do. So for that, we'll be writing some prompt here. I've given the prompt as well. But there is one chapter there, prompt engineering. At that time, I'll tell you how to write the prompt. Okay. Right. We have this ChatGPT. Then we have this Claude. Claude is from Anthropic, where it is much more advanced than ChatGPT. Okay. They are competitors actually. Okay, so the founder of Claude, he was there with ChatGPT, OpenAI. He came out and then he started this. Now it is like competition for them. Okay. So here also we can use this Claude for getting all these details about the data what we actually give. Okay. Then Copilot. Copilot is actually from Microsoft. Okay. The Copilot is meant for MS Microsoft, tools, whatever is there, only for that. Apart from that, outside, if you think, some generic questions will not give much information. MS Copilot, what has been developed is for specifically for Microsoft products only. Okay. So I don't use much of Copilot, but the Copilot, whatever is there, okay, it is much used in the companies because this is more secured within MS Office. So all the companies who are using this Microsoft Office, okay, they use this Copilot, or say for Power BI, they use this Copilot. Okay. Coming to this Gemini, I don't use much for data related things, but yes, it can give some output. But I use this for designs, dashboard designs, buttons, okay, infographics. This is very good actually. But otherwise, apart from this, people, there is something called as Notebook LM. I don't know how many of you use it. Notebook LM, just make a note of it. You can create a very nice presentation. You can create a very nice infographics. We can create a very nice audio, high quality antenna. Okay. And also you can create some, what to say, stick notes, we call it as, right? Some small notes. We can do that as well. Mind maps. You know what is mind maps? Mind map means, say I have one, say for example, I have this Gemini. I click on this, again, there will be one flow like this, right? You know that? There will be one flow. Again, I click on this, there will be one more flow. Let's say, for example, I'll click on MS Office, then I'll get all the MS Office applications. I'll click on Excel, then all the formulas will come. So that is called as mind map. So this notebook LM is another tool. It is from Google only. It is very nice. Now it's called as Google Notebook or something. Okay, previously it was called as Notebook LM. Now it is called as Google Notebook. It is very nice tool actually. And if you think, I'll just type here. Okay, if you people want to use it, please use it. Say Notebook LM. Then we have napkin AI. Okay, try this. Napkin AI is actually a tool where we can create infographics. Very nice infographics. Very wonderful infographics. Okay. Then we have Vias AI. This is for data analytics. Very nice tool. So all this will be teaching in your this thing, okay? I'll just brief out in our 1 month training. So if you people are having time, just go and explore this. There are so many like this. I have a list of AI tools which I'll be sharing. Right now, I'm using only this ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, and Gemini. That is four major AI tool. If you learn, that is enough. These are all some, some tools which you have from various different companies, so we can use this. Otherwise, you have this Mid Journey, then Runway. There are more other things which are most commonly for videos or images. This AI is more of this videos and images only, which I have seen people are using. Okay. Right. So these are the tools. Here, one thing I want to tell all of you about this AI. So people, don't frame it as something like this: Chat GPT versus Claude versus Copilot versus Gemini. Many people actually think, I'll use only Chat GPT. I'll use only Claude. If you want to achieve something, you should use all the AI tools. Not telling always. Say, if you go to this Chat GPT for content creation, it is very nice. It will give a detailed content. Then what Claude will do? Claude also can give, but Claude, it's much of research work. Sometimes I use it for formatting of the document. Very nice formatting it will do. It will give me a very nice output. Coming to Copilot, I use it only when I'm using this MS Office, say Excel, or say, Word or PowerPoint or something. I'll use. Gemini I use for more of designing because it is actually very good in designing actually. So dashboard layouts I want. I want some buttons, infographics. I use it. So what it states, which tool is appropriate for this task? Say what tool we are using, for what task I'm using, so I can use it. Go and use this perplexity. Have you heard about perplexity? Very nice actually for research work. People who are doing your PhD and all right, perplexity is very nice. Deep seek. Deep seek is also there. So you can use any of the tools, whichever you feel that for your task it is appropriate. Please use them. Okay. Right. Prompt engineering. Now we'll work on some practicals. Okay. Let me go here and understand about what is prompt first. I've seen many people have started using this prompt. They'll go and type something, type, 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 type. Yeah, I want this, I want that. Okay, over, my prompt is ready. What is prompt action? An instruction or an input given to AI system to obtain a desired response or desired output. I'm giving some input. I want something, the output that's the input what you're giving, it should be very precise, very detailed explanation. Don't say, I want the analysis. You just see, we'll go here. I'll go to this ChatGPT again. Okay. Let me create one more analysis. Okay. Or just say, I want the report. What report? It is just trying to check. See, it is confused. It is asking. I will help you, but what does you need? But if you see the previous prompt, I had given some instructions there, right? Point by point. That was more clear for ChatGPT. Understood? Suppose you go to home. Now you are very hungry, right? It's already lunch time. Okay, if you're at home, you go to your mom and say, I want food. Prepare food. Then she'll get confused what to prepare, right? You say, Mom, I want something so and so. Then she'll say, okay, my kid is actually asking, so I'll prepare this, right? You go to pizza corner, right? Okay. Say, I want pizza. You get confused. Then you'll say, I want to put some seasoning, the cheese, more cheese, you're giving detailed information, right? AI tool is also like that. You have to give clear instructions for them to work. If you're not giving clear instruction, what happens? It will just give the output whatever it wants. So your prompt should be such a way that it should be more clear. See, the quality of the prompt drives the quality of the output. That's all. Very simple. This point you keep it. I told I want the report. Was it a good quality prompt? It doesn't understand what to do on it. So if you would have given clear instructions, it would have been given good output, right? Vague prompts produce vague generic answers. That's what it did now. Specific prompt produces specific usable answers. The one previously we gave one prompt specifically. This is one of the most practical skills in this session that I'll be showing. I'll show you how to work on this. Okay. Right. From weak to strong, refining the prompt. When this prompts, AI tool and all came, many of them told, I have 100 prompts. Even I have so many prompts. You can create the prompts now by using AI tool itself. Prompts should be very much technical. Don't type like a normal English. Why? Because I tell you, people, let me tell you, the prompts what you write should be very specific with very correct words. Why? Because you know how actually the AI tool works. The prompt when I give, say, analyze this data. You know how it works? Say this, it'll go and it'll check this, analyze. This, it'll go to this data and it'll check this. It is called as tokens. The tokens are read before and after, before and after, before and after. It will keep reading and then only give the output. There are so many technical things. If I tell that, now it will become like more technical rather than analytics job. So whenever you are free, I'll take one session on that. Or go to my YouTube channel. I have done some videos on tokenizations. You'll understand how actually the AI will work. One word, one token. What is one token? It'll read before, after, before, after, before, after. There is a pattern, then it will give the output. It is not thinking like an emotionally, like what we speak. It'll understand. It will try to understand each and every word before, after, and then it will give me the output. There's so many technical things which will happen inside. It's called as vector database. Okay, we have vector database where it will check and it will give me the output. Okay, let's forget that. Let's say week analyze this data. So what it will do, it will not know what to do. It will give me the entire thing, whatever it can, whatever is possible, it will give the output. Then again, we'll think, okay, let me go one step ahead. I'll say, analyze the sales data set and identify top 5 products by revenue. Okay, this is one step, fine. But stronger, act as a senior sales analyst, analyze the attached sales. See, if we give something like this, it is something where the AI will understand that yes, this person wants so and so insights, so and so output, and it will give me the, it will read the data and it will give me the output. Like, understood? Yeah. So whenever you are actually trying to write a prompt, make sure that you are very precise, to the point, and more technical. He will say, sir, I'm not so technical, but still what? No problem. But try to use less words with more explanation. So that is actually the funda of prompt engineering. If you're writing some very big story, then it will take a lot of tokens actually. If you're using Claude, then you're gone. ChatGPT is fine. Claude, every single task you give, it will be keep running. The usage, I'll show you the usage. It will be saying 10% over, 20% over. If you're on a free subscription, give one two prompts over your subscription, that's gone. Then after that, you have to wait till 8 hours. I've taken that pro version. For me, also, it will say wait for 2 hours, wait for 4 hours. If I use some big prompt over, 50% over. That's why I not use much of Claude. Only when I'm explaining or when I'm in class, only I'll just take this Claude. Otherwise, when I'm using also, if there is any class for Claude, that day I'll not use Claude at all. Otherwise, if it's over, then again I have to wait for 4 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours, something like that. Okay, I'll show you. Don't worry. Okay, right. How typically the prompt works? Let's see. See, whenever you're writing any prompt, first thing is role. It is called as the formula RCDTOC. What is that? So this C should come here. Output should come after this. Okay, this output should come after this. But anyways, role. What is that role? Act as a data analyst, act as a programmer, anything you can give. Context. What is the context? Why I'm actually trying to give this prompt to you? What am I actually doing? Data. I'm giving this data. I gave the data, right? Then I'll say task. This is what you have to do. Then this constraint should come before, output should come after this. Okay. Constraint means you can give output before only. After that constraint also you can give. There is nothing wrong. Output is what? I want the output as text. I want the output as image. I want the output as another Excel file. You can give like that. Okay. So this formula you should actually use it. Say, let's study this, and after that I'll show you some prompts. Okay. Say role. Act as a senior data analyst. I mentioned that, right? The previous thing. Context. The company sells consumer electronics across 5 regions. I'm just telling this is what it is. This is what the data is talking about. If you don't give context also, it is fine, but it's good if you give data. Say, I have attached the data, right? So now the data set contains so and so, but this part, when you have the data, you just attach the data. Let's say attached data. That's enough. You don't have to explain it. Okay. Then comes your task. identify the top performing regions, or we'll say I give some task list of tasks. Like that, you can give the task. Output, I want the result in a table. I want the result in an Excel file, PPT file. You can mention that as. Constraints, use only the supplied data, do not make assumptions. That means you don't make any assumptions. Use only the attached data. You can specifically mention. That you can mention before output or after output as well, no problem. Okay, right. So in this way, you have to mention the prompt. Okay, right. So this is the exercise. So what we'll do here, we'll go and we'll try to work on some exercise. Okay, let's go here. We'll give some prompt. Let's go to ChatGPT. Okay, and we'll say new chat. Imagine, I'm actually very much new to this data analysis. Okay, let's try to understand some ChatGPT also here. I want to generate some data for my project. Let's say I'll try to generate some sales data for the products of electronic products. Okay, I want to create one project. I don't have the data. Let's say act as a data analyst. This is what? This is a role, right? This is the role. You saw that there were some points, right? Role, context, the task. So this is the role. Now what I'll do, I'll give the context. I want the data to be prepared for sales data with electronics products. Okay. Right. Now I'll give some more instructions. The order date should be from 2024 to 2026. I don't want very old data. Understood? All right. Next, the output should be in Excel file. Done. So now I'm mentioning I want the data to be prepared. The output should be in Excel file. If you have any more specific things, you can also mention that. Now what I'll do, I'll say run. We'll also mention one more thing. Now let's put this constraint as well. Okay. Constraint will say, give me the output with 500 records. Understood? If I'm asking for 50,000, no, it will take some 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or sometimes 5 minutes also. 500 records, it will generate very quickly. I'm running this. Now, because of this prompt, I'm getting some data where it is the data about electronic products, the sales data from the year 2024 to 26. Understood? Now I don't have to go and search for the data. Whatever project I'm working, the ChatGPT itself is actually generating for me. See? Done. Prepared the data. Can you see that? Now let's go here and I'll download. It's downloaded. Let's try to open this. Can you see this? 500 records. All the data, the sales data. What else should be? Live. I just created this data. People, let me tell you, I've seen, and I'm not comparing any institutes or trainers or anything. This is what you have to learn, is what I'm telling. Don't just see, previously it was learn Excel, learn Power BI, learn SQL, and then do all these things. But now it's not like that. There is a problem. Company will say there is a problem. Can you solve it? How to solve it? I don't know. Previously, when we get fever and all, no, my parents used to give, say, take big section 500 or Solidon or something. Now it's not like that. We are least bothered about which tablet type. For me, fever should go, that's all. There are so many options. Dolo, Dolo 650 or something, right? There are so many options, but for me, the fever has to go immediately. Understood? Now, it is not which tool, it is about how to solve the problem. That's all. That is the issue. See, we generated this output, correct? Can you see that? Now I can use this and I can start creating the reports. We'll do one. Let me close this, okay? Now we'll go to Claude. You're not used this Claude till now. We'll go to Claude. Claude is again another tool. Okay. Let's try to create a dashboard itself. Direct. Just to show you how actually we can create the dashboard. I'll go here. Let's go here. There is the data in the downloads. Okay. Let me take this data and I'll keep it in my folder itself. Okay. Right. This is my data. Let me drag it. I'll drop it here. Right. Now I'm creating a dashboard itself. Act as a dashboard specialist. Right. Attached data has got attached data. Attached is a sales data for electronic products. Okay. Now I'm saying create a dashboard with the cover page, navigation buttons, titles for each page. Okay. Title for each page, reports in each page. Okay. I'm mentioning everything so that I'll get a complete dashboard. Okay. Remove lines in all the pages. Right. The dashboard output should be in Excel file. I'm giving the output. Now, people, let me show you. See here, I'll go to the settings, and here I have this usage. Okay, you can see this. Today, for this class purpose itself, I didn't use this Claude. Why? Because if I use, then I cannot show this Claude. I'm in a pro version, so no worries. So it is 0%, right? So here, I'll close this and I'll say run. When I run this, it will start running. It will not give me the 100% perfect dashboard, but still it will give. We'll see what it will do, but it will take some time. So what we'll do is let this generate. Meanwhile, we'll go for other slides or other things and we'll learn. Understood how the prompt has to be? So this is one simple task I've given. Like this, you have more tasks, which it is there in this particular, the PPT. So you can work on this. Okay, I'm sharing this PPT. Whoever wants, they can message me. I'll send the PPT, but everything will be sent tomorrow only, not today. Okay, all right. So let that work going on the dashboard. It will take some time. Meanwhile, we'll finish some more slides using AI for data cleaning. Okay, so data cleaning means what? First, we'll understand. People don't think that data cleaning means you're just trying to delete some columns, delete some rows. Few things I'll just tell you. Missing values, duplicate records, incorrect data types, invalid dates, inconsistent spelling, say extra spaces, incorrect categories, impossible values, outliers, incorrect calculations. The list will go on. These are some of the common things what actually we do. So let's go to next slide. Here, can you see this? There is one problem. Say the city Bangalore, Bengaluru, Bangalore, Bangalore, Bangalore. And there is one record which is duplicate also. I want this particular thing has to be correct. Okay. What we'll do, I just say, let me copy this. Okay. Let me do one thing. I'll say Excel. I'll go to Excel. We'll take one simple example. I'll just copy this. I'll paste it here. Oops. It's not coming in proper order. Let it be. Do one thing. I'll take a print. Let's go to ChatGPT. See how lazy we are. We're not typing anything now. Everything AI. See, I'll say create the table exactly with the data. Okay. I could have cleaned it here only, but I want to show you one more thing. Okay. For that reason, I'm just taking this. Okay. Created Excel table itself. Okay, fine. Okay. Good that we got this in Excel itself. Let me show you something. Okay. See here. I have this Bangalore, Bengaluru or something, right? Okay. I want to clean this. Here I have only 5 records. I can just go here and say Control D. My task is done. But what if there are more number of cities like this? What I'll do, just see here, I have this Claude in Excel. Let me go here. So we can use Claude, we can use ChatGPT, we can use Copilot. Let me log in. Just a minute, people. I'll just log in. For this, you should have pro version. In free version, you cannot do this. Okay. Just see here. In column, I'm just mentioning B, the cities, the city name is not proper. Please correct it to Bangalore. I just give one prompt. I'll say wrong. One simple example I'm giving. If I have some 10,000 records with various different cities, you can mention that. It will correct. See, corrected. Right. Now I want to remove the duplicate record. Here, can you see this? This one record, this one record. It's a duplicate record. We'll say in the table, please check the duplicate records and delete the duplicate records. There is one duplicate record. Let's see. One. Understood? So this is why companies are actually started using this AI tools much faster. Otherwise, you have to go check that. So many things you have to do, right, to delete all these missing files, missing data, and all those things. It depends. I just want to show you some prompt. That's all. You can do, if you have an idea that yes, check the entire data, remove this duplicate and put it into another sheet, it will do that also. Because I don't want to lose the data. Say remove all the duplicate values, keep it in another place. Or if you think I want to highlight all the duplicate values. So anything you can do, but you should know the proper prompt what you have to do. Okay, so this is one more thing I want to tell you. Okay, so make sure that you will understand how easily we can use this, how much, how appropriately we can use this AI tools. Okay, right. So data cleaning, I have mentioned, right? So you can mention, clean the data, it will clean the data according to whatever instructions you give. Or if you say that, you don't know what to clean, you can mention that. You go and check each and everything and you clean the data. Okay, right. AI finds problems, the analysts fix them. Say AI can help find and explain data quality problems. You can find everything. But if you want to correct it, the analyst must decide how the data should be actually be corrected based on business context. AI does not say it will just try to delete everything. Let's say, for example, it is deleting everything. Then what will you do? Some of the data I need to keep. So you can give proper instructions. It is who have to give the instructions. Okay, right. Using AI for data analysis and insights. Before we go, let's ask people online how are they feeling till now, and then we'll come back. All right, people online till now, how are you feeling? How was the session till now? Just 30 seconds. I want the people to answer. Quick. Right. Good people. You people getting some information. Yeah. It's not training. It's information, madam. Okay. All right, people. So let me minimize and we'll go to our next chapters. Okay. Before that, let's see what's happening with our dashboard. Sit down. See, every steps it will give you. Every steps, whatever I've given, it will keep giving you like this. And if you want to see that codes also, see, you can see here, it will generate all the codes, everything you can see. That is the advantage of this Claude. In ChatGPT, you cannot see. Okay, let it finish. I think in another 2 minutes it will finish. Okay, then go. I think it's there. There. That's why I told when you come to the chapter, then you say it will be good. Okay, using AI for data analysis and insights. So, what is this data analysis? What is insights? Let me tell you. People usually, we always think that I'm a business analyst, I'm a data analyst. That means I should learn Excel, Power BI. And, some people will come, they'll say, "Sir, I want to become business analyst, or I want to become data analyst." If you say you have to learn Excel, SQL, and all. You say, no, I am a business analyst. I'll not learn Excel or I want to become a business analyst. I'll tell you, you be a business analyst, MI specialist, data analyst, data science, data engineer, anything you be, okay. you should have technical knowledge. Okay, you should have technical knowledge. I don't know whether you people read this one speech. Okay, Dr. Manjunath. I don't know how many of you know. He's Narayana Hridayalaya. He's a